This is a training video on how to run reports in VIA for the College of Education. I think that most of us who work with data are this first type of person. Here's the goal of training. Please note that this is expected only after receiving training, resource materials, and access to the COE admin account in VIA. The expectation is that the report should be created correctly with no mistakes. Here are the prerequisite skills and knowledge. Have a basic understanding of how databases, queries, and filters work to narrow the data output selection. Be able to log into an admin account in VIA, and have the knowledge of how to work with two screens or to split one screen to be able to view two things simultaneously. This is the report specifications worksheet that you should have received prior to training. It provides details about the report, as well as the query names, academic program filters, and academic terms needed for the report. When running the report, you will follow the video and the report specifications worksheet. If this is your first or second time attempting to complete the task, watch the video and parrot the actions after each step, pausing the video at the end of each step. Do this until you successfully complete each step. Rewind the video as often as necessary. If this is your third or fourth time attempting to complete the task, pause the video before you complete each step. Use the worksheet that contains the steps if necessary. Try to complete each step from memory, and then resume the video to see if you have completed the steps successfully. Repeat this until you feel comfortable performing each task. Eventually, you should feel comfortable going through the entire process without relying on the video. Keep in mind that you will always have the video as a reference should you have need of it. It's natural to forget how to do things that you do infrequently. Having this video should give you peace of mind in the event that you need a refresher. Per the report specifications worksheet, the name of the report that we want is CAPE Standard 1. We begin this process by logging into a VIA admin account. I'm selecting mine, and the password is already there. And we end up on the admin landing page. I have blocked out the sensitive information on this screen. To get to the Reports tool, click on the waffle icon at the top right of the screen. From the pull-down menu, select Reports. This is the main screen for the reports. There are three tabs on the Reports screen: Saved Reports, Rubric Report, and Standard Report. The Rubric and Standard Report tabs are for running new reports. We will be working with the saved reports. The reports appear in chronological order according to the date and time when they were last modified. The reports can be sorted in ascending or descending order by title, report type, rubric or standards, or by date modified. To find the report we want, we need to sort the reports by title. That was achieved by clicking on the two arrows next to report name. The arrow now shows a down arrow, which indicates that the reports are in ascending order. Again, the report name we want is CAPE Standard 1. We'll use the scroll bar at the right to find the report. Once the report is found, click on the title to open it. This report is a standard report, and this is the report layout. The query panel is on the left. It contains all of the queries in the order that they were created. Currently, there's no way to move or insert a query, so the order is very important. For every query in the query panel, there is a corresponding pie chart in the main report area on the right that shows the results of that query's selection. The pie chart shows the percentage met and not met for a particular standard. In this case, it is CAPE 2022 Initial R1.1. Hover over a query name, and you'll find that you can edit, copy, or delete a query. If this were a report that needed to be saved with a new name so as not to overwrite the old report, you would go up to the top right by Save, click on the down arrow, click Save as New, and then type in a new report name. We don't need to do that for this report, so I'm going to click Cancel. Let's take a look at the first query. We'll click on the pencil to edit, which also allows us to view the contents. The query screen shows the standard set that has been selected, the query name, and any filters that have been selected. Currently, the filter term has been selected, and it shows that all the terms from the first full academic year in VIA have been added to the filter. The College of Education began using VIA in fall of 2019. If we wanted to add additional filters, we would click on the plus icon next to Add Filter, and the screen of all possible filters would appear. To select a filter, click on the plus icon next to the desired filter. We don't want to add more filters to this particular query, so we'll click on the up arrow to the right of the Add Filter. And that takes us back to the main query screen. The video is now showing the Report Specifications worksheet on the left and the VIA query screen on the right. We have opened the query for all programs over time. As you can see, for the academic program filters, the worksheet shows that the selection is none. We want to add the 3 terms for the latest completed academic year. Those terms are Fall 2020, Spring 2021, and Summer 2021. This report is designed to show a snapshot of the status after each full academic year, so we don't want to add the semesters as they are completed. We add them all at the same time once all the grading for an academic year has been completed. To add the 3 new terms, click inside the term filter box. A menu will appear with all of the possible terms that may be added. They are in a format of the year followed by the term abbreviation and then the date range of the term. Note that they are sorted alphanumerically and are not in the order that they fall in an academic year. You have a scroll bar to the right to navigate when the list gets very long. You can select one at a time, but it's easier to select all three by pressing and holding the Control key and clicking each of the three desired and then clicking outside of the box, as I will demonstrate. Fall 2020, Spring 2021, Summer 2021, and then click outside of the box. And you can see that they've been added. Let's check the worksheet against the query. The worksheet says that all terms are required, and we've selected all the academic terms since fall of 2019, so the query has been updated successfully. I'll save you the trouble of looking for the Save button. There is none. To save the query, click the Run button, which will update the pie chart for that query. You will then do the same for all of the subsequent queries in the time frame of over time. I'm going to edit the early childhood over time query. Note that for all specific program queries, the academic program has already been added. Do not modify this unless a program has added a new degree or certificate. In that event, the worksheet should be updated to reflect the changes. I will very quickly demonstrate adding the three new terms to this query. Click inside the box, press down the Control key, add Fall of 20, Spring of 21, Summer of 21, click outside the box, and now I'll press the Run key. If we check the report specifications on the worksheet, we'll find that once all of the over time queries have been updated, the next reports are for academic year 1920. Those queries were completed when the report was first created. If we scroll down on the worksheet, we'll see that we need the same series of reports for academic year 2021. The next step to revising this report is to create the new queries. The easiest way to do this is to make copies of all of the over time reports and to modify them to match the report specifications from the worksheet. We do this one at a time and in the correct order. Begin by copying the top query, all programs over time. A query screen will appear. The query is given the exact same name with the word copy at the end. Rename the query appropriately according to the worksheet. We want this to be for all programs for the academic year of 2021. Next, we want to delete the terms that fall outside of academic year 2021. To delete terms, you click on the X. We do not want fall of 19, and we want to get rid of spring of 20 and summer of 20. Once we have the correct terms, we click the Run button. And if you scroll down, you'll see the new query is at the end. We repeat this process for all of the remaining queries until all of the new queries have been created for academic year 2021. The next step is to open each revised and new query to make sure that it matches the report specifications from the worksheet. Once we're certain that the report is correct, we need to save the report. Not save as, but save report. The final step is to export the report to PDF. Click the Export to PDF button. Select Open With so that you can control where the PDF is saved, and click OK. After a moment, the report will appear. It may look slightly different for you because all PDF files open in Adobe Acrobat Pro for me. Save the file by clicking on File in the upper left corner. Go down to Save As. Select the place you wish to save the file. I'm choosing my desktop. And VIA will give the report a name with VIA at the beginning, and then the report name as you've named it, the date at the end, and then some random number at the end. I keep everything except for the numbers that they've put at the end of the report, and then click Save. This video should serve as a guide for running and/or creating all reports in VIA. The rubric reports are similar, except that they show bar graphs and data charts for each rubric in place of pie charts for the standards. Multiple rubrics can also be selected, as it is often useful for showing similar rubrics for one program. There are many programs that need both the rubric and standards report for the same subject matter. In such cases, the standards report needs a rubric filter added so that the standards report provides the met, not met for the matching rubric report. As long as the queries follow the report specifications worksheet, running reports in VIA is fairly straightforward. I hope you'll find this very helpful. Have a great day.